How's it going, everyone? Rich Teller here, producing the Hexicans documentary right now. I am going to give you a quick update on what happened in the month of January. So let's dive right on in. Tom Gillespie, we managed to get him onto a little known app called Cameo. As gimmick investigator, I'm now on Cameo, and I'm more than happy to take your requests, as long as you don't use any profanities or investment advice, financial advice, etc. I'm happy to work with you and deliver a message to those who you care about most. So the idea for putting Tom onto Cameo obviously is to give his character a little bit more credibility when he is aligned with real celebrities, and it was surprisingly easy to get him on there. Just filled in a quick form, and then a guy helped me basically get on board, and this is one potential revenue stream that may or may not work out in the long term, depending on if he gets kicked off Cameo when they discover that he's not a real celebrity. We also started doing live events from Hexicans City. The idea with this is to try to increase the chances that we have a bunch of people when it's time to shoot the scenes that are going to happen in Hexicans City, of which there are 2 or 3. I figured if there was a sort of an event that people wanted to come hang out at, it might increase the chances that they'll sign up and be an extra in that scene. So that's the thinking behind it. Yeah, what's super fun about it is the DJ sets they're about an hour long, were cut by my younger brother about 2017, which is the same time as the Hex story begins, which is kind of funny. And Zizi, who is playing Bitman 360 there in these sets, he's built Hexicans City. He built all the avatars for the Fakefluencer as well, and here he is sort of doing his thing and jamming out to my brother's tunes, and I basically came in and did a bit of post-production and what have you. So yeah, big props to ZZ, big props to my little brother Josh as well. And again, the idea is to populate these scenes with people who are able to get into Hexicans City. So if that's something of interest, there's a sign up form below this video, and you can join us in there for the scenes that we're going to shoot for the film, which is going to happen in February if all goes to plan. Tom also launched a new NFT collection with Mogul Productions on the Binance Smart Chain, and the idea with these is again to lend him a little bit more credibility as a celebrity himself, or a TV personality if you like. And the idea with these tickets, these NFTs, they function a bit like interview tickets. So Tom's LinkedIn and Twitter account are often getting hit up by people saying, can you come and investigate this scam? I think I've been scammed. Can you look at this? Can you look? And so again, coming back to the indie filmmaking revenue streams, this was a concept for sort of generating or creating another revenue stream where Tom is able to do these interviews and these other investigations, and ideally try to generate some small revenue through the kickback mechanism when the cards move hands. Tom was also once again on the Wild West crypto show, which he was on previously for the Fakefluencer film. They invited him back again, and he is here. So there's about 9 minutes.
Hey folks, welcome back to the Wild West Crypto Show. I'm Drew.
I'm Brent.
And we have with us, with a beer in hand, Mr. Tom Gillespie. Tom, how are you doing, my man?
Very well, fellas. Much appreciated for inviting me back on the show. I mean, can you believe it's been nearly a year already since I was last with you guys?
Exactly. Incredible. At that time, you were doing the thing.
So he was on there talking about the Hexican investigation, And they've actually put the Fakefluencer on Flix.net now as well, which is pretty cool. That's the only other, well, apart from Vimeo, that's the only other place you can watch the Fakefluencer movie apart from the website Vimeo, and now Flix. And this year I'm hoping or planning to get the film on some more platforms, because obviously the putting up a paywall that I had in the beginning has not worked out. That said, you know, depending on what happens in the near future, maybe we can flick it back on again if it becomes a popular film, and potentially create a worthwhile revenue stream there. Tom, just last week, was also on the Halving Report, which is a pretty well-known Bitcoin-related crypto podcasts available across all your podcasting platforms. And
what's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 57 of the Halving Report podcast with myself, your host, Brad Mines. The price of Bitcoin is $37,000.
So yeah, Brad Mines invited Tom onto the show, and we had a good solid session there for an hour. Pissed off a few Hexicans, it looks like, from the comments, largely because I got some of the information wrong. I thought there was a staking period, a sacrifice period at the beginning of Hex, but apparently there wasn't. Which leads us to PulseX. So PulseX has a sacrifice phase that began in January. Tom sacrificed $700 here. You can see that equates to, or will equate to, 7.1 million PulseX points, or SAC points as they call them here. And we'll see if that works out. Chances are Richard's going to do the same thing that he did with Hex over the coming years. So I thought, you know, why not have Tom ingest this PulseX period as well. We missed Pulse Chain sacrifice, so we got him on board on the PulseX. So now he's staked up till September. I think it was the end of February, we'll see what PulseX does upon launch of Pulse Chain, if we ever get there. And again, this is part of Tom, embedding Tom within the live story of these products. Again, I don't think it's his responsibility to be accurate. There's a hell of a lot of confusing jargon used and thrown across the internet when it comes to all of these products, not just Hex and Pulse Chain, but so it's easy for things to get confused, and I don't know if that's by design or what. But Tom's Hex stake that started in September, we'll have a quick look at that. That's currently the projection has gone quite down. It was 99,000 at 3 months in, so now it's at 68. So it's not projected to be as substantial as it was previously. I don't know how these metrics are calculated. As I said, yeah, Flix put up Fakefluencer movie. Props to them. Big thanks. And distribution it's somebody's full-time job, and I haven't put enough attention into it. That's just how it is. But trying to focus on the stuff that I enjoy doing. Side note, Scooter Coin is no longer tradable. It got thrown off the exchange because there was some chain attack on it, and it got thrown offline, and something went drastically wrong. Anyway, Linus is updating it from a proof of work to a proof of stake algorithm, and I don't know how that's going to unfold, but Bitman will provide updates as and when these things occur. And just to wrap up, something that I couldn't get out of my head over the holiday period was the DAO concept for Bitjoin, the Bitjoinery. I kind of fleshed it out in 3 articles that I published on LinkedIn. I can put some links below this video if you want to read about it in a bit more detail. But this is what I'm going to try to evolve Bitjoin into in 2022. And again, I'm not going to go into great detail here, but you can scan the graphic yourself and then go and read the articles if you want. If it's something of interest, you can reach us at the bitjoinery.com, which basically takes you to our Discord, which is a hangout we have online. And that's January in a wrap, in a nutshell, if you like.